What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and we got the wifey here with us today because we're doing another food review for the channel, and we haven't done one of these in quite a while. So, today I was at the grocery store. The kids and I wanted cookies. And what did we come across? The brand new, limited edition Coca-Cola Oreo crossover. And I'm very anxious to see what this is going to taste like. But looking at the packaging, the crazy thing about it is you could see it looks like you have your chocolate cookie on one side, your red on the other side, or brown, red or brown? What color is that?
Red is the main color.
Red.
Brown is the regular cookie.
Okay. All right. So you got the red, which, you know what? It does make sense. Red for Coca-Cola's classic label. I'm a dummy for not even thinking of that, but okay. And the white cream. However, it also says it has, it's Coca-Cola with popping candy. So there's going to be popping candy in the cream. And it's not the first time that Oreo's done the popping candy gimmick. It's worked before. It's tasted good. It's been cool. So now, how's it going to taste combined with Coca-Cola? Now I'm curious. I'm a bit anxious about it. Before we go ahead and jump in though, let's go ahead and take a look at the nutrition facts. Now this is also, just FYI, this is part one of a collaboration that they are doing. If I find the other part, I will get it, but that's probably going to be hard. They are actually releasing an Oreo flavored Coca-Cola as part of the Coca-Cola Creations line. So if I can find that, I will try that for you guys as well. But for the nutrition facts, there's about 10 servings per container. Serving size is 2 cookies. Amount per serving in calories is 140. Total fat is 6 grams, which is 2 grams of saturated fat, 0 grams of trans fat, 0 milligrams cholesterol, 85 milligrams of sodium, 21 grams of total carbohydrates, which includes 12 grams of total sugars, and all 12 of those grams are added sugar. Less than 1 gram of protein. So, as far as I can tell, there's no caffeine listed in here, so it's not getting caffeine from the soda portion, wherever the soda comes in. But, you ready to try?
Yeah.
All right. We should have gotten a cup of milk to see how they are with milk. Ooh, all right. So first things first, they do look like your double stuffed Oreos, which is interesting. And you can definitely see the red in that cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I just caught a whiff of Coke.
Yeah?
I could smell the soda. All right. Oh my God, it does smell like soda, and it says Coke on the backside there. There it is. That's awesome. Oh, and hers has bottles on it. So they all have different stuff. So hers has bottles. There it goes. Go. And then this one's just Coca-Cola. I just found another one there, and that seems to pretty much be it. So it is what it is, but you can definitely smell the soda off of it. That is so weird and so cool. I'm thinking I'm gonna go the split route with this and pull the cookie apart. So I want to taste the individual cookies and then taste it all together. So I'm a little red. Oh, ooh, there's like a soda flavoring in the red cookie. It's so strange. And this is coming from a kid that has, weirdly enough, dunked cookies in soda before. I've done so many weird things when I was a child. So the cream has a little bit of flavoring to it as well. And then, of course, you can't really hear it well, but the popping candy. The other side is just the classic Oreo cookie. Trying it separately is interesting. And I'm getting the pop in my mouth, but I'm going to try it as one now. All together. So I think I like it better all together than separate. That's one thing. Yeah. The flavors come together a little bit better if you eat it all as one cookie, as opposed to taking it apart. So I don't know if that was intended that way, but at least that's the way the flavor profile and everything is coming across. It's interesting. I do want to try it with milk, though. I want to try and dunk one with milk. Hold up. We're going to go get a glass of milk, and then we'll come right back and try it with a dunk test. And then we'll give our final rating. And now we have a glass of milk, so let's go ahead and do a dunk test with my shaky hand. We have one going in. And I like to hold it for a couple seconds until it gets a little bit soaked, a little bit slightly mush. Good enough for me. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you spill a little bit on me, you do. I don't care, I'm fat. Ooh. Is it me? Or does it almost, in a weird way, enhance the flavor?
I'm getting that too.
Maybe it's strange, but it tastes like when you add the milk in, it almost like enhances the flavor. And I'm getting a little bit more of the pop rock now too, like the popping candy, I should say. It's popping quicker, and it's probably because the milk got to it and saturated it earlier. But it's like it brings out the flavor all around, all over the cookie, the cream, both different kinds of cookie and the cream all pop a little bit more with the milk. No pun intended. But that's weird. I didn't expect that to work. I actually expected it to not be good with the milk.
Yeah.
But you can't not dunk an Oreo, right? So, all right. So with and without the milk, I guess it's time that we give a official review. Out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of all the odd flavored cookies, I think that one's pretty close to like an 8 or 9.
I'll say I'm a little bit lower. I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. Partially, it gets a higher score for novelty value because it's a very intriguing concept. And combining a flavor, it's not like you're combining like a sweet and savory type thing, and it's not like you're combining, here, move it closer for you. It's not like you're combining sweet and salty or, anything like that. You kind of have a crossover of two sweet, sugary flavors. Your cookie and your cream with your soda. And it is a novelty flavor. It is something that it's going to be around for a limited time. It's interesting. It tastes cool at first. It's a cool thing to try. But would I eat a lot? Not really. I couldn't see myself purposely going and buying like maybe one more pack, but I couldn't really see myself buying more than that because, with her and with the kids wanting to have and stuff like that, I would potentially buy another, but I wouldn't see it as something that I would buy regular if it was like a permanent flavor. Is it good? Yeah, sort of. It's got an interesting flavor. Again, a novelty type of thing. It's got the soda taste. You do taste cola. You do taste chocolate, and you have the classic Oreo cream flavor, and then the popping candy is there for that carbonation effect, so to speak. So it's like a mimic in a way. And like I said, the flavors do combine well, and for whatever reason, dunking in the milk actually enhances it. It's strange, but I do enjoy it to an extent. So for me, it's about a 7.5 out of 10. I'll give it that. I think that's fair enough. Any other thoughts?
No, you pretty much covered.
as always. I'm kidding. I'm not that vain. Anyways, guys, that is it for this review. Again, that is the Oreo Coca-Cola cookies. Now, again, if we do find the soda, I believe that's supposed to hit store shelves as well. It's not one of those creations that's going to go to their website. You'll be able to find it in stores, according to the articles that I read at least. So if we get that, I'll try that for you as well. We'll get that a shot and see what that's like. Hopefully that's interesting. I've had some weird flavored sodas before, so hopefully that one will hold true as well. The fabled follow-up to the Coca-Cola Oreos is here. Literally recording this the following day after I stopped at the grocery store and I found the limited edition Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, which has two different sides to the box art, one with the cookie bottle and one with the can, but the Coca-Cola Oreo flavor. Now, this is a mini pack. It is the Zero Sugar, and they're the 10 mini cans, which are 7.5 fluid ounce. Now, I'll go ahead and read off the nutrition facts for these real quick because it's on the box. And then we have little glasses with ice because these are not refrigerated. Again, I found this the day after we recorded the cookies. So that's a really interesting thing. There was one case in the store. So it made me think that it's kind of flying because all the people want to try it. So it's flying off the shelves. Either way, at least in our area. So, a serving size is 1 can. Again, these are 7.5 fluid ounces. These are the mini cans. This is the Zero Sugar, which is also 0 calories. So 0 calories, 0 grams of total fat, 45 milligrams of sodium, 0 grams of total carbohydrates, 0 grams of sugar, 0 grams of protein. And as far as caffeine count, 21 milligram per 7.5 fluid ounces. So, as always, what we're going to do is we are going to open it up. We are going to do the smell test. We're going to do the taste test and then rate it out of 10. But one more thing for this one in particular, being that this is the follow-up to the cookies, we're going to talk about which we thought was better, cookie or soda. So, without further ado, the case is open. And as you guys can see, the case art's the can art is no different than the case art, the box art, and it is fizzy cookie flavor, according to the bottom there. So, are you ready? Let's go ahead and do the smell test first and foremost. Crack her open, and let's see. Not much different from a regular Coke scent.
Yeah.
There's a faint hint of chocolate there, but not a lot. And being totally honest, maybe it'll smell a little different coming out into, like, pouring it into the glass. Regular caramely Coke color. Being totally honest, like, I remember when they had the Coca-Cola coffee, how you could smell that really quickly right out of the can. As soon as you cracked it, you had that whiff of coffee. So that was something that kind of expected a little more of a chocolatey scent. But it is extra fizzy, that's for sure. It's going everywhere. Yeah, you could smell it a little bit more. When it's poured out and out of the can, just a little bit. It's not much of a difference. It's not really drastic. So, I guess all that's left to do is to try it. So, here we go. Let's try it and see what we think. Oh! Oh, wow! Okay, that straight up tastes like cookie. That tastes like Oreos.
It does.
It's so weird. Oh, I gotta get another sip of that. Wow. Oh my. So I don't really know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to have that actual flavor that matches the chocolate cookie, the actual Oreo cookie. That is so strange. I guess I was kind of expecting it just to be like a chocolatey flavor that wouldn't really give you much Oreo. You just think, oh, okay, that's chocolate in Coca-Cola. And you do get the Coke flavor, but you get the Oreo cookie too. That is so weird.
It's good.
It is good. It's better than it should be. It's better than it has any right to be honest. like I was, again, just thinking of the Coke and the coffee when they did that wasn't that good. Like, it was okay, and they had like a couple different flavors of it, but it wasn't that good. It did not have that good of a flavor. Coke with coffee and the Coca-Cola Energy, like those products that all launched in around the same time, weren't that great. I wasn't a big fan of them. I tried them. They were okay, but I wasn't the biggest fan. This here is much better. And being honest, I think this is a good competitor for Coca-Cola versus the Pepsi Peeps.
Yeah.
Which is also very, very delicious. That is a great drink. This is a good kind of competitor, even though this is also limited edition. They're both limited edition, but Pepsi for the past couple years seems to have been bringing the Peeps back. So we've been getting that maybe yearly, and I'm kind of hoping that continues. This probably isn't going to be a yearly thing. It's going to be one and done, but overall,
good.
The actual chocolate coming through and it tastes like the cookie really is strange. And again, I am a weird person because I've done so many weird things with food. I used to have to go to my grandparents' house before school. When I was in elementary school, my mom was working, my dad was working. Dad would leave before her. She would either drop me off or I would stay the night at my grandparents' house, get up the following morning. My grandparents were weird people. They would give me soda and cookies and all kinds of stuff in the morning, and I would be bouncing off the walls like a derp. Needless to say, I had a fascination with dunking cookies like Chips Ahoy in like 7-Up and stuff like that. So I weirdly enough dipped cookies in soda. I don't do that anymore. I don't particularly like that, but this here reminds me of that. This here is actually really delicious though. I don't get why it's this good. It should not be this good. But a well balance of the flavors. Again, you get the flavor of the Coke, you get the cookie flavor coming through. Plenty fizzy. Not overly sweet. Still sweet, definitely sweet, but not overly sweet. But I definitely could see myself drinking more of this. Not maybe not a ton, not all the time, but as a once in a while treat, like the Peeps Pepsi. Similar concept, similar feel. So out of 10, what would you give it?
Give it a 7.
7. I was thinking 7.5 myself.
I like it, but it's not going to be something that I go to all.
Well, and that's kind of where my things are, but taking into consideration that I like Coca-Cola, and lately for soda, my choice has been Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, just because I've been trying to wean myself off of it, except for trying new things like this. And I know I've said that plenty of times before, but I'm legitimately trying. And like, we'll try new stuff, but I'm trying to lean towards the zero sugar stuff. As someone who's been on that, this is refreshing. The novelty of it boosts it up a little bit more. And the fact that it does actually have the chocolatey Oreo cookie flavor. It actually tastes like Oreo.
Yeah.
I give it some more credit for that. So I go 7.5. Overall, pretty cool. Interesting little novelty and a really cool follow-up to the cookie. Now begs the question though. What do you like better? the cookie or the soda?
Just going by what I would gravitate towards more, it would probably be the soda.
Okay.
I'm more likely to pick that up off.
Funny enough, I was just kind of thinking the same thing in the sense that kind of going by not wanting to go for too much of the junk food and stuff like that, trying to get off of that as well. But also the fact that I think, thinking back on it now, the cookie's good, but a little bit overwhelming with like the Pop Rocks and stuff like that. You know, the popping candy gave it that fizzy sensation, but it just, to me, I think I'd rather just enjoy the soda. I think I'd rather just enjoy the flavor more. So, with that being said, I think I like the soda better too. So, that's our final thoughts on that, guys. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to hang out here on the channel, to watch the videos, to see our reviews, to see our gaming stuff, and so on and so forth. You guys are awesome. Let me know in the comments if you have tried either the cookies or the zero sugar Coca-Cola soda. And let me know what your favorite soda combination or novelty type beverage like this has been. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Those will help me to continue to grow and bring you more cool stuff like this. And we will see you guys next time.